Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will continue with chapter 3, more on Microsoft Word 2007. Okay, in last class I have given you some introduction about MS Word and I have explained you important features of MS Word. Okay, some relevant topics we have done like copy formatting, subscript and superscript, how can we find and replacing the text in the Word, and about header and footer and column break. Today we will continue, and now we will start new topic, working with tabs. So open your book, page number 29. A great way to draw attention to a specific text is to indenting it. The most common way to indent the text is to use the tab key. With the tab key, we can use the tab key is very useful key. You can see in your keyboard. This is also used for spacing. Spacebar is also used for spacing. But with tab key, we can specify how much space we want to give. So with the tab key is used to move the cursor at a certain space in a document. So by default, tab stops are set at every 0.5 inches. So you can set the tab stops along the ruler according to your requirement. You can see the ruler bar on the top after the ribbon. When you press the tab key, the cursor automatically jumps to the next step. If you want to give the certain amount of specific space, then we can use the tab key. Tab can also be created using leaders lines. Leaders insert dots or dashes in the space leading up to the tab stop. Tab stops can be set by clicking on the page layout tab. Then click on the paragraph dialog box launcher and click on the tab option. Okay, you can see this is the tab option. Type a tab position. For example, if we have type 1.25 inches, tab position text box. So select any of the alignment option and click on the set button. For this, you can set the new tab at 3 and click on OK. Now press the tab key. You can see the cursor will jump to the next position where we have set the tab stop automatically. Now there is quick view, control +1 for single line spacing, and for if you want to give the between the paragraph double line spacing, control +2, and control +5 for 1.5 line spacing. These shortcuts will not work from the numeric keypad. You have to do with the spatial number keys over there. You have to do only from there. You can quickly set tab by clicking the tab selector at the left of the ruler. On the ruler bar, you can see this sign like L shape. With this also you can set the tab stop until it displays the type of tab that you want, and then clicking the ruler at the location you want. Next, indenting text. How can we indent the text? Indenting feature used to move the complete paragraph or the first line to the specific number of places from the left or right margin. Indenting basically draws the reader's attention. This is all the part of all the features are the part of page formatting. After typing, we want these formatting features for effective typing. The Word offers us various options to do this, like tab stopping, indenting, paragraph style, paragraph spacing, word spacing, line spacing. Okay, so in the indenting text, select the text to be indented. If you want to indent, first you have to select like this, then click on increase indent button, the paragraph and home. You can see all the lines will be simultaneously coming here. Okay, selected text will shift ½ inch away from the left margin. Click on the decrease indent. If you click decrease indent to move the text half inch closer to the left margin. So there is a line spacing is the amount of space between the lines of the text in a paragraph. We can set these line spacing also. Indent and spacing tab, then paragraph dialog box. Click on the drop down menu. You can see this is the line spacing options over here. Click any line spacing option. Double click, it will give the double line space between the lines. Now there is another tip for you. Each time you click on increase indent button, the paragraph will move half inch away from the left margin. Now you can also adjust the indents by dragging method. First you have to select the paragraph and then drag the first line indent, left indent or right indent. Now setting paragraph spacing. Children, you have to do practical practice for this, okay? Otherwise you don't understand, you will not be able to understand what are these options and how it will work and what is the basic use of these options. So you have to do practical practice, okay? Open Word, type any paragraph and apply these options on them, okay? Next, setting paragraph spacing. Paragraph spacing determines the amount of space above or below a paragraph. Then follow the steps to set the spacing before or after a paragraph. Then select the paragraph whose spacing you want to change. Then click on the paragraph dialog box launcher option on the home tab. The paragraph dialog box will open, you can see here. Then select the indents and spacing tab, click on that, and then under spacing you want before and after box. You can see over here before and after, then click on OK. For this you also change the line spacing between the lines. Next, setting margins. Margins represent the amount of space which is left from the edge of the paper where the text actually begins to appear. Okay, this is the left margin of the page and right margin. We can set and change these margins. Now MS Word allows you to set the margins on all four sides of the document, top, bottom, left and right. You can see in your book also all the printed matter is here and there is certain space in left side and right side and top and bottom, and every page has the same margin. Okay, like this we can do in the Word also. The default margins are 1 from the top and bottom and also from left and right. Select the View tab for this and click on the Print Layout button. In the document view you can group, then to change the left or right margin, then point to a margin boundary on the horizontal ruler. This is the horizontal ruler. We can see the pointer is in a double-headed arrow. Drag the margin and boundary. For this you can also change the margin, and to change the top and bottom boundary, point to margin boundary. And when the pointer change into a double-headed arrow, this is the vertical ruler. From this you can also change. Next is to specify exact margin measurement. For that you have to click the margin button in the page setup group. Drop down list of options will appear. Normal is selected by default. Then select the predefined margin size, whatever you want. Then select the custom margin option. This is the custom margin. The page setup dialog box will appear. This is the page setup dialog box. On margins or tab, then click the up or down arrow next to the bottom, left and right margin. Okay, this is the top, bottom, left and right, and list box to increase or decrease the margin settings respectively. Next, in apply to box, choose any option and click on OK. Now there is one tip for you. You can also change margins for the selected text in a similar manner. Next option is setting paper orientation. Okay, the default setting of a paper is portrait, which display the page in a vertical order. Okay, you can see there is two paper orientation option, portrait and landscape. By default it is portrait like this, paper will be like this, and landscape paper will be like this, horizontal. To change the paper orientation, follow the given steps. Then first you have to select the page layout. Tap on the orientation button on the page setup row. Then click the landscape option. This is the landscape. Then click on OK. Observe the change. It will change in the horizontal side. Next is paper size. How can we set the paper size? MS Word you can work with different sizes of paper, but the available selections depend on the type of printer you use. Okay, whatever page we want to use in printer for printing, we have to first select the paper size. Okay, it can be A4 letter or legal. These are the common paper size, and there are so many paper sizes. And whatever paper we have, we want to print on that. First, we have to select that paper size. Paper size, paper layout option. Then select button, page setup. Then click on current page size highlighted. There is so many options. Click any size option. Paper size of the document will change it. Then click on the more page size. There is another more page size. Then you can page setter dialog box will open. And click on the paper. Then select the size from the displayed list under the page size section, and observe the change in the preview block and click on OK. Next is previewing a document. Before printing, we want to see how our paper will print on a paper. All the margins are okay or not, indenting are okay or not. Okay, the paper size is okay. So we want to see before printing. Then for this we can preview our document with preview document option. Word facilitates preview document before sending it to print. You can visualize how the document will look like using preview option. How to preview document? Follow the steps. First, click on the Office button, print and print preview. And the document opens in print preview format. You can see. Click on the zoom button and click on OK. You can see the preview of your document. Mouse pointer on the page. Notice that the shape of the pointer changes to a magnifying glass with a plus symbol inside. This is the plus symbol. Anywhere on the page you can zoom it. Now you can read the text of your document also, but you can't see the whole page. Okay. The symbol of plus is in magnifying glass changes to minus sign. Then zoom button again to return the regular mouse pointer. Click on the one page button to preview only one page. If you want to see one page, if you want to do 2 pages, then click on 2 pages. And for closing printing option, the close print preview option, it will return to the original document. Next, if you click anywhere on the page, its size will switch over the preview size. Next is printing a document. How can we print our document? After you have put your document appearance using print preview mode, you can print it. You can print the active document by clicking on the Office button and selecting print option. Okay, and for printing you can select the different options also. If you want to specify number of pages even in an odd form, you can also do this. In the properties setting, you can also do this. Click on OK for printing the document. Okay, students, now we have completed this chapter. Read this chapter again and try to do practical practice. Okay, and now I will give you homework.